Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation on homeless youth and STDs. Our campaign team consists of Jason Garner, Charles Guo, and Charlene Wee, fourth-year nursing students from Langara College. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Covenant House Vancouver for the resources they have provided us that have been invaluable towards our campaign. There are an estimated 65,000 homeless youth between the ages of 16 and 25 living in Canada. In Vancouver alone, there are upwards of 1,000 youth living on the downtown streets or residing within shelters. A large number of street youth have fled from environments in which they have suffered emotional, physical, and sexual abuse at the hands of family members or loved ones. In addition to abuse, street youth may have experienced multiple episodes of bullying at school, specifically homosexual youth or youth who have described themselves as being outcasts. A large number have also indicated having problems functioning in a school setting. Further issues causing youth to leave for the streets include witnessing parental alcohol and drug abuse, suffering from a mental health disorder, or youth who have aged out of the foster care system after turning 19. It has been estimated that over 50% of homeless youth have been within the foster care system at some point in their lives. While living on the dangerous downtown streets, youth are often faced with instances of drug abuse, sexual exploitation, crime, and violence. It is an unfortunate reality in that the very same situations youth sought to flee end up re-victimizing youth while homeless. For survival, youth will often partake in illegal money-making opportunities and street routines such as the dealing of illicit drugs, selling sex, or theft in an attempt to provide for the basic necessities such as clothing, food, and shelter. Secondary to trauma, homeless youth are at a higher risk for health issues more than any other youth in Vancouver. Issues include infectious diseases, substance abuse, mental health disorders, skin diseases, neglected dental problems, diabetes, and respiratory disease. One of the most prevalent health issues facing street youth today are sexually transmitted diseases. These include HIV, chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis, with chlamydia and gonorrhea being the most common infections. With continually increasing rates, our campaign has chosen to focus primarily on this health issue. While living on the streets, youth are often involved in a multitude of unstable sexual relationships. In most of these relationships, street youth will use varying degrees of protection, leading to a higher risk towards contracting not only sexually transmitted infections, but also multiple unwanted pregnancies. A quarter of homeless youth have stated they have engaged in a practice termed survival sex, in which sex is used in exchange for drugs or basic necessities. Street youth may also turn to prostitution as a means for making income. In these circumstances, the use of protection may also be neglected, which, again, factors in as high-risk behavior. The use of health services often takes a back seat to the daily struggle of street life. Health services are often neglected by street youth, leading to a lack of prevention and early detection. Most cases of STDs are only being detected and treated once it has reached advanced stages, which leads to advanced hospital stays and excess healthcare costs. The Covenant House Vancouver offers a street outreach program that is designed to connect with homeless youth in an attempt to encourage them to visit its facilities or to engage in other programs offered by the organization. Although we felt the service was unique, a nursing-specific service that targeted street youth and the growing incidences of STDs could not be located. Our campaign's objective is to address the growing need for education and prevention of STDs among street youth. Our campaign implements a street-level outreach team of nurses to seek out youth residing on the streets of Vancouver in an attempt to educate them on the means of STD prevention, as well as to provide them with resources needed to achieve a positive outcome. With our campaign, nurses are deployed in small teams throughout the downtown streets, seeking out and building rapport with street youth. The youths are then introduced to the program and given the opportunity for immediate education or the opportunity to attend future education sessions held at nearby locations. Education sessions have the option of being taught one-on-one or to groups. The education sessions will include detailed information on the transmission of sexually transmitted diseases, recognizing signs and symptoms, means of testing and where testing is available, and when and where to seek out treatment. Forms of prevention will be the main focus of the educational sessions, with information on how to effectively use means of prevention and where to obtain them. In addition to education sessions, all youths will be provided with a supply of condoms free of charge and cards with information on the program. As well, information will be provided related to additional resources they may contact for issues related to sexual health or other issues they may encounter while living on the street. Organizations such as the Covenant House are important collaborators to our campaign because they are able to provide additional resources that complement our services, as our campaign will not provide shelter, food, or clothing. In addition, the Vancouver Foundation uses donation money to fund projects regarding homeless youth. It may be in their interest to help in funding our campaign. As with any other campaign, there may be possible barriers. Funding is required and must be attained in order to provide resources such as condoms and informational cards. In addition, because our campaign is newly formed, it may prove difficult in reaching some of our demographic, as there may be a fear of being misunderstood or the general thought of being lectured to. The increasing cases of STDs and street use create an opportunity for nurses to become proactive in advocating for a vulnerable population. This campaign provides the necessary resources to educate youth on the importance of prevention. Our hope is that STD incidences in street youth begin to decrease over time and youth are provided with a better chance to lead a safer, healthier life. If you would like further information regarding homeless youth in Vancouver, please visit the following websites for Covenant House Vancouver, the Vancouver Foundation, the Family Services of Greater Vancouver, and the Directions Youth Services Centre. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation.